of you, Daddy. You know we've got to find a way.
This is Spirit Queen coming to you live on May 19th at 7 p.m. CST time. This is Let's Talk Podcast, a platform for you to receive knowledge and wisdom. Remember, we are as one, and we should come together as one. As you can see, I got a guest on today. This is my little guest. Say hi. Granny doing granny things, but I had to continue with this podcast that I was going to cancel, but I think it's a need to be, okay? So we got our sage going, and as you can hear Marvin Gaye, what is going on with this weather and all this disaster and tornadoes? We're going to talk about people's well-being today. So hi everybody, I'm leaving now. Say hi everybody, I'm about to leave. So I was hanging out with Granny. Now she's getting hyped. All righty. Hey everyone, how you doing today?
Peace and love, y'all. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing magnificent. SunGoddess, is she froze?
I think she
What?
left off a little.
Gotta freeze.
Yeah.
I don't think she back on here. Oh, there she go. Why you always causing problems coming on here freezing up? So how are you, SunGoddess?
I am good. I'm good. I'm good. How are you ladies?
We are great. I'm great.
Good, 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 good.
So I sent y'all. We're not doing what I sent. We're going to talk about St. Louis, Kentucky, Dallas, and some other places where the tornado destroyed some places. And I don't mean a tornado touchdown like you see on the movies. I mean, it came through and it destroyed a lot of things.
Yeah, this is
But
the F3 tornado.
but
F3.
but before we get into any of that, I do want y'all to know that this is Let's Talk Podcast. It's brought to you on Monday nights But this is the platform for you to receive knowledge and wisdom so that you can grow within yourself and learn who you are. Not who they want you to think you are, but who you are. Let's stop being programmed so we can unlearn to relearn
Mm-hmm.
so that we can learn. That's the only way that you're going to understand. Was it really a tornado? I'm just saying. Because your eyes can see one thing, but God is telling you within that it could be something else. Don't go off of what people tell you.
Right.
Go off of what you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, I'm going to let both of you introduce yourself, tell who you are in case someone is new, and they might want to know who you are. Go right ahead.
All right. Hey, everyone. Peace and power to everyone that's tuning in. My name is Sunny. I go by SunGoddess, and I am the host of Let's Talk Podcast, Spiritual Studies. And again, like Spirit Queen said, we do this each and every Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time. So make sure that you catch us live here, tune in to us, and then also you can check out our YouTube channel as well.
All right, y'all. My name is Brittany, aka Eternal Goddess. Um, yeah, thank you for tuning in to Food for the Soul podcast. You can follow me. You can contact me here on Instagram about anything. Um, yeah, that's who I am.
Okay. So tonight I did not get ready. As you can see, I had my grandbaby, so I just jumped on as is. This is as is, okay? Um, but what I really want to touch base on is if you have not seen it, go on TikTok, Facebook, whatever means you need to go on and look at some of the video from the devastation of these tornadoes. Okay.
Mm.
Now, I had a conversation with many of people. Let me tell you how I end up finding out about the tornado. So I came home from work Friday and I sat on my bed and I was just sitting there relaxing. Facebook, I rarely go on. Instagram, I rarely go on now. Some said go on Facebook. And I'm like, what they go on Facebook for?
Mm,
And I'm like, okay, all right. I don't know what I'm going on here to be nosy about, because that's the only reason I would have been going on there.
mm-hmm,
So as soon as I logged on, I see the stories. So I'm reading people's stories. And the very first post I see was this devastation. And I'm like, oh my God, that looks like St. Louis. So the first thing I do is I start looking at the comments, seeing did I know anybody in the comments. Didn't know anybody in the comments. So I kept going. And I'm like, okay. And as I stroll down, I'm starting to see more and more and more and more. Now I'm really trying to see the comments, who's posting. So now I'm noticing, hey, wait a minute. This is a bunch of people from St. Louis. So the first thing I do is I start calling people, texting people, reaching out. I called SunGoddess like 4 or 5 times. I called my play brother. I mean, I was just calling people and nobody was answering the phone. Now, what's funny is while I'm making phone calls, my grandson is in there talking to his grandpa, and the same first video I see, he's actually live. Trees, trunks,
mm,
wires, bricks, just laying everywhere. So I'm like, okay, okay. But I keep going. This is one side of town. Then everybody got to talking about this part of town. Then they got to talk about this popular little hangout spot. Brick. Listen to what I'm saying. Brick. Brick. This whole place is brick. I'm not talking about no wooden houses. I'm not talking about I'm talking about brick. These places didn't have a back on them.
Mm-mm.
The bricks was laying in the middle of the street.
On top of cars.
Cars was thrown from one place to another. I seen a video just this morning. Whew. When I say a lady and her son was in the car, and the tornado or whatever it was, you
Mm-mm.
keep hearing me say whatever it was, picked the car up and tossed them. I don't even see how they got out the car. You know how you opening up a can and the can don't open it all the way up and you gotta pull it back with your hand and hopefully you don't cut your hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the car looked. When I say there is no city in St. Louis, there is no county. Most of the suburbs is messed up too. So what I want to talk about today is I got another visitor. Yes. Yes. Okay, he got to come and get on camera too.
And I just do, and I want to kind of piggyback too off of what Spirit Queen
Let,
actually
let,
said.
wait a minute.
Um,
Let's get Jew in. He want to get his. Say
hey,
hi.
Hey,
Jew.
buddy.
He talking about hey Jew. Say hi, Sun Goddess. No. Say hi, Eternal Goddess.
Hey.
Okay, go check on your baby sister. Here, I got something for you. Okay, go ahead.
So I kind of want to piggyback off of what Spirit Queen was saying, actually, even
Here.
with the tornadoes that actually occurred in St. Louis, and there's some that actually happened across, town as well too, and not just St. Louis, but St. Louis had an F3 tornado. And I just want to say this, that the Most High often speaks in elements.
Mhm.
That includes earthquakes, floods, fires, and even wind. The Most High always speaks in elements to tell the message and to bring a message.
It's been a cloud, a black cloud over St. Louis
Yes.
for a minute now. And guess what? They still not getting it. They still not getting it. Do you know during this devastation they were looting, going in people's houses, stealing out the houses? Now remember, these people ain't got no back walls. There are no windows. When I say I seen live devastation, that's why I keep saying I don't think it was a tornado.
Mm.
I seen too many different videos. Your eyes can see one thing, but when you don't have the veil on, you see a whole lot more. Now I'm not gonna get into what I really think it is, but people, we got to get on track. We got to get on track because it's gonna get worse before it get better. And this is a time that the Most High God said, "Come together as one."
Mm.
I know
Mm.
somebody live.
Mm.
I was talking to them live while this was going on. I mean, it had just happened 30 minutes. Do you know the men were walking around filming and was not helping people? We got to do better. When God say come together, it's time to come together. And guess
Yeah.
they've been wanting. Even those that are from St. Louis, Missouri, even Forest Park and the mansions was destroyed.
Yeah.
The zoo destroyed. That ain't no tornado.
Most High says, I am shaking what cannot stand.
Most High said this is, and when they put that, everything shook. You
Mm,
are
mm,
not
mm.
in control. You are not. And if you think you are, it's something wrong with you. Just like me. I can't speak for nobody else, but just like me. When it was time for me to come and get on bended knee, God said, okay, you can have that time to play. Go on out there and play, little girl. Do all the things you want to do, little girl. But when I do, you gonna come. If I got to take everything from you, you gonna come. I feel like something was taken from me that was so important at the time, and that was my husband. I didn't think I could live on, but I still had my kids. But my husband taught me what love is, and that's when I started to step into. I was already stepping into before he left here. He brought me back. But when he left, I kept stepping into until I became who I should be. Not who I want to be, who I should be. You do not have control.
That's it. That's right. That,
St.
that is right.
Louis, please get it together. Because today we're going to talk about your well being. What do you do after devastation like this? When there is nobody you can go to because
Mm.
everybody is destroyed. It's deep, y'all. It is truly deep. Now, you can have a hurricane, or you can have a tornado, you can have a hailstorm, and you can go a couple blocks over to your cousin's house, or your auntie house, or your grandpa's house, but these people can't even go 2, 3 blocks over. What do y'all want to say about the well-being of these people?
The city and the people are being called and examined to being what's prioritized. So I just want to say that the Most High is sending a message to the people, asking the people, are we walking in righteousness or rebellion?
Hmm.
Is the city in alignment with the Most High?
Now, a lot of stuff they said happened overseas,
Hmm. Or has it drifted?
but did it really start here? Is that Babylon?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all are not hearing me. The now is here.
Mm-hmm.
Quit thinking everything started over there. Everything started right here on this sacred ground. Not in Africa, not in Egypt, because this all was as one,
Yes.
as be as one.
Yes.
You know,
Time to ground yourself spiritually and align your house. At the time when me and Spirit Queen was living in St. Louis, I kid you not, when she left, she knew she was supposed to be leaving. She got that message from the Most High. She she didn't disobey. She picked up and left. And right after her, I ended up getting them. I actually had a dream I was supposed to be moving West Coast. And the year before that, I actually missed it.
She had a message so strong that it was on her floor in her house.
Footprints in a rainbow shape. So when the Most High is trying to give you a message with something, you have to follow that message, no matter what. Yeah, it may look scary. Fear may look scary, and I know some people be like, oh, well, I can't leave my city and I can't do this and do that. Yes, you can.
Mm.
You have to be able to step out on faith. Faith over fear.
Mm.
Faith over fear.
Now, it's funny that she said that. So everybody know, or if y'all don't know, I was on a 5-day cruise. And so I was talking to a few people and they like, oh my God, you was all out there with all that water in the ocean. And when I tell you, you could look and you didn't see nothing but water in every direction. I wouldn't do that. I had a better chance of standing out on the corner getting shot than that ship going down. My 45-day challenge, I lost 8 pounds. I
That is
was
so good.
the challenge. And the first thing people said is, I don't know how you gonna do that. You can't eat no chips, no potatoes. I
Wow.
am in control of what goes on with me.
Yes.
See that? I'm in control. And long as I'm in control, guess what? Nothing has control of me. It was hard. It really wasn't. I lost them 8 pounds. Was happy I lost them 8 pounds. And guess what? Some of the stuff I went back to, but 70% of the stuff I did not. So I eat my vegan pasta. I eat my crumbly meat. And I'll tell a person in a minute, no, I'm not trying to be a vegan, but what I am trying to do is I'm trying to live for a long
There
time.
we go.
Healthy long time. You seen I was just holding my youngest grandbaby. I want to see her go to college. And the only way for me to do it is to eat righteous because I'm not putting that stuff in my body to give me cancer and all the other things and the diabetes and the cholesterol and high blood pressure and all the other elements. We have to do better. Eternal Goddess, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so just everything, because I didn't know anything about this tornado or nothing like that. But I pray for everybody, all of that. But just the way that I process things, like y'all said, we all have our own process. It's about working with, the connectedness of who we are, and just listening to what y'all were saying and about everything. We have to stop attaching ourselves to what we know. You know what I mean? Because what we know may not always be, what is best for us.
Mm.
So just learning to, when that comes to our mental and physical well-being, and just everything that we have going on in this life, this is our experience. We have to save ourselves. We have to work with ourselves. And because we are all a collective, because we are connected, mind, body, and soul, because it starts in our mind,
Mm.
we have to create that balance in our bodies. We have to be well within ourselves. you know. And if we're not well, I feel like even just from all of that happened in St. Louis, I feel like it was a lot of those people are not well. They're not connected to themselves. They don't, you know what I mean? And what happened was really just trying to show them. And it was something outside of themselves, because once we go inside of ourselves, we won't have to look outside of ourselves
Mm-hmm.
anymore. We won't have to look outside of ourselves for answers or for someone to, you know, fall on, because we are able to uplift ourselves. So I feel like just everything with that and what we're talking about, we just have to, it's all a matter, this is all our own experience. You know what I mean? We're all having our own experience, and all of our experiences, the way that we perceive things does not look like someone else's experience. So when we're looking outside of ourselves and all of that stuff that's going on, all of this chaos, that's showing us, you know, we need to be one. We need to be one with God within
There
ourselves
we
first. We can't
go.
go outside of ourselves looking for a God or looking for a Savior to come, you know, help us and save us. We got to be able to do that for ourselves. We got to be able to think for ourselves, not allow our thoughts, our mind to think for us. Because if we're doing that, then our body is in control. Now we're allowing our bodies to be our minds. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I learned. We're allowing our bodies to be our minds, and then we're out of control. That creates chaos. That creates disease, illness in our mind and
Mm-hmm.
body and soul, because we're not one with ourselves. So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Okay.
That was a, yeah.
Mm.
We all writing our own story, and you know, we get to choose what that looks like for us. Can't nobody show that. Can't nobody give that to us. We can all show each other. We can all help each
Mm-hmm.
other, you know. But you know, we have to know our way within ourselves first, and that's about us. You know, listening, like y'all did. Y'all left St. Louis. Y'all listened. Y'all knew how to listen to yourself. You were connected with that guide within yourself, spirit. It's all about listening to ourselves,
Yes.
doing what is best.
Yes. 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 Preach it. Because that word, fear. Are you going to face everything and run, or are you going to face everything and rise?
Right.
And I just got 3 questions for y'all through this and these messages and different things like that. I want to ask y'all, even in the hometown with St. Louis, I want to ask the people and ask yourself these questions. Where have I drifted?
Mm-hmm.
Is my spiritual house in order? And if the winds came tomorrow, if another tornado came tomorrow, would you be ready?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be ready? Because see, you're supposed to be rooted and aligned with the Most High. Fear ye not. Fear ye not. Yeah, it's devastating that houses were lost and, brick by brick, different things. Those are material
That's
things.
right.
Don't you know you can get another beautiful
Yes.
house?
Yes. Bigger and better.
Yeah.
Mm. Yes.
This is a time of love. This is a time to be at peace. This is a time for unity. This is a time to come together.
Mm-hmm.
Not to complain about who not giving what these celebrities not doing and different things of that sort and all of that stuff. What are you doing?
Right.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of y'all were in fear before
Mm-hmm.
the storm. A lot of y'all live in fear. Fear before the storm. A lot of y'all was in fear before the storm. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of y'all live in fear. It shows in your everyday life, especially certain things you post on social media.
Mhm.
Be the peace and not the pain.
Mm.
Be the peace and not the pain. And there's certain things too that me and Spirit Queen used to speak on too. Even in relationships with your friends, wherever you're going, be the peace and not the pain.
Right.
Always live in alignment, stay truly grounded, stay rooted in you. Peace is the best.
Yes.
Healing is the best. Being grounded, like I said, being grounded and spiritually in tune and in balance with the Most High is the best. So again, is your house in order? And if this wind or storm came tomorrow, would you be ready? That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Are you ready? Is everything in order? That's the question.
Yeah. Are you in order with yourself? Are you creating discipline in your life, in your everyday life, and choosing what you focus on
That's right.
and what you consume? Because that's what it's all about. The more we continue to focus on things outside of ourselves that we do not have control over, and knowing that, and the more that we allow ourselves to surrender and let go of that control, and just knowing that, okay, we can only focus on our own well-being and mental health,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that is the only way, because that's the only way we're going to be able to help each other and create that unity and be able to connect if we have that relationship and connection within ourselves first.
Right.
Don't rebuild on old patterns. Build on faith, purpose, build on peace, build on love. And this is a sign that could tell you don't rebuild on old patterns. Let them old patterns go. Let the old cycle go. Let the Most High come in and clean up what the Most High needs to clean up. This is a chance for you to start something new,
Yes.
brand new in your life. Mm.
So, with that being said, where should they start their healing process?
Mm. 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 Well, first and foremost, seek the Most High. Go into prayer and meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And if you feel like you're not getting enough of it, put it in your daily routine.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's meditation, whether it's praying, whether it's writing what you need to write down, whether it's going outside, whether anything that you need to practice from within, for yourself to heal yourself. Start there. Open the book.
Okay. So she said, open the book. So those that don't know, we have been doing our podcast in episodes. And every episode now relates back to the Bible that you carry or you carry when you went to church. Okay? So that you can understand what we're telling you. We're not telling you anything wrong at all, but we want you to understand it has to start within you. It has to. If it doesn't start within you, you're going to be lost.
Yep.
The book starts with you. How many times you read the book, Spirit Queen. I know you didn't read it like shoot. Spirit Queen had read that book so many times.
So many. And it took me maybe the last 5 years. So let me say this. I've been reading the book since I've been 15. I done read it from front to back so many times. I'm just gonna estimate maybe 20.
Mm-hmm.
But the more knowledgeable I became, the more I understood it. I used to go sit in that church even as a grown woman with my kids, and I sit there and I listen to the pastor. But if some just, I kept getting this twitch because some kept saying, something ain't right about it. But I kept going. And I found the church where a pastor made me understand. And once I understood, it was like it unlocked me. Then he had a man to come and speak to us. And the man, he was a white man. And when I say I couldn't wait till this man came, I know if he was white, black, Chinese, whatever. But when I got to the church this evening and I sat there and I had my eyes closed and had my little hands up, and you know how the pastor be speaking, then the guest speak. So I had my eyes closed and my hands up, and I can hear the Most High say, you're about to excel in the entertainment business. And I'm like, what? Because at this time I'm doing the little promotion, I'm doing the little management, but I'm still standing in line at the clubs. So as I got my hands up, the man, he tapped me to come and stand in the middle. So as I'm standing in the middle with my hands up, and he telling us his story, how he was somewhere else and somebody came up to him and pulled the trigger and basically blew his head off.
Mm.
But he was standing there talking to us. When that man touched me, my whole body lit up. I said, I don't know who he is, but he real. And he told me, just like a pastor told me, when my husband was going to die. The pastor told us on Sunday. My husband didn't make it the next Sunday. I didn't understand it. But when that next pastor came to speak, I understood. I was ready. Know who your Adam and your Eve is.
Mm.
Know where the garden is. Stop looking for it and look within. You keep on looking for a place. The
Mm.
garden within. Read it. Read it when it talks about the garden. Read it when it talks about the snake. She got the knowledge because the snake was running up her back, which is your spinal cord. You know now because of the lack of knowledge. But
Mm-hmm.
it's within you. You don't gotta ask nobody. Only thing you gotta do is put the key in and unlock it. And when you do, the Most High God is gonna give you everything you need.
Yep.
You know, looking at that whole devastation, I was like, I am so blessed that me and my family was not there. Let me tell you, my son just left St. Louis about 3 months ago. Every door closed. Pop, 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 pop. He had no choice but to go back where he came from.
Hmm.
No choice. God is always speaking to you.
Yes.
Who is your messenger? We all get messengers. Who
Yes.
is your messenger that keep on showing up?
Oh man. And speaking of messenger and message, I just want to read this Bible verse real quick. It's Matthew 7, chapter 24 through 27. And it says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And so this interpretation means storms and tornadoes test the foundation of our spiritual houses. Are you built on sand or on the rock?
Mm, mm. Y'all better stop playing out here. Come on, eternal goddess. I see it written all over your face. What you got?
Yeah. We gotta really know that we are the book. Like
Man,
SunGoddess said, we are the book. We are the only book that we can read, that others can read. You know, like I said, we write our story, and we can't always depend on just being knowledgeable as well. We got to listen to wisdom, knowledge,
Yes,
wisdom, and understanding.
yes.
We all have to be in alignment with that within our being, you know, first. So we we just have to, you know, learn how to just allow ourselves to be rooted and planted. Our
yes.
mind is the seed of our consciousness. When we talk about the mind, our conscience, how we morally behave, you know, our conscience is how we are the awareness of everything, how we are aware. So
Mm-hmm.
we can be aware of everything, but what are we? How are we choosing to behave? How are we choosing to? What are we listening to? You
Mm.
know what I mean? So having that balance between the two, and learning how to respond differently to life instead of always reacting
There we
to
go.
everything.
Sometimes, and I love that you just said that, because that's the key part. Sometimes it's good to just sit in silence, because I always say this, even with people and different things, and people, posting what they posting on social media. Every reaction doesn't need a reaction. Every reaction doesn't need a reaction. Sometimes it's best to just sit in silence.
You know, I'm laughing because I told y'all I went on this trip, right? And everything that could happen happened. But I did exactly as the eternal goddess said. I sat in silence
Mhm.
because I think it saved a lot of people's lives. But I felt like on this particular trip, I felt like I was truly, truly, truly tested. And that's the only thing I could do was sit in silence.
Let,
We
let go, and let God.
we have to know that we are not in control. We always talk about I'm in control. I'm in control. You ain't in control of nothing. And that ain't the word I wanted to say either.
No.
Mhm.
But we're not in control. We have the month of June coming up. We have one more for May. And the next Monday, we got a man that's coming on that's very powerful. Very powerful. And I'm not even going to tell y'all what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Show up.
surprise.
Show up.
Yeah.
So we're going to show out. That's all I'm
Man.
tell you. Then in the month of June, I want to do a male like MALE, where we have the kings on.
Okay.
And we
Mm-hmm.
back and we letting y'all see what the kings do. Cause all brothers out here ain't bad.
Right. At all.
We got eternal goddess husband that is woo, you better watch yourself.
Yep.
Bring the power and the knowledge, make the skin stand up on your make the
Mm-hmm.
hair stand up on your skin.
Indeed.
Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for something new? This is
They ain't ready for that. They
25.
ain't ready for that.
2025. What y'all waiting on? What you gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna wait till
No.
next year, and then you never get there, baby.
May not even have next year.
I done seen some people younger than me that's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up that morning and took their last breath. They didn't even get through the day. What are you waiting on? We giving it to you. And if you don't want it for us, we giving you other people that can give it to you. See, I don't know about other people, but this right here is REAL, real. And if you don't want it from us, you can get it from real.
Right. And that's as real as you gonna get
Yep.
because I'm telling you. And two, this is also a message too. And this is not only to my St. Louis people, but to the people all around the world. Most High is telling you to take off that mask
Hmm.
and be as real as you can be. Be your authentic self.
Hmm.
Stop fronting and faking.
Hmm.
Stop trying to uphold an image to impress people.
Hmm.
Just be you.
Yep.
Just be your loving, beautiful self that God created you to do. Be you.
Be you. You.
Yes, indeed.
Are you ready to pull that skin off and become who you really are? Are
Hmm.
you ready to look through so that you can see what they're really showing you? This is what you receive when you start accepting.
See, some of y'all are just living on surface level. Some
Mm-hmm.
of y'all just want to get on and impress and clout chase and do all of this stuff. It ain't even about that. This is your livelihood. This is you.
Yep.
Like me and Spirit Queen always said, this is Earth University. You better stop playing with the Most High
Mm.
before you get held back. This is a university. Where you going? You going forward or you going backwards?
You better tell them.
We are all here to learn. This is our body. This is a spacesuit. We all here to learn.
Mm-hmm.
We're all here to experience and we're all here to love.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? You do not die. Only the skin that you're in, because that energy
Yep.
transforms.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Period, as y'all like to say.
Yep. We gotta stop. We can't live in vain. We can't live in vain.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? And you know that construct of living and dissimulation or whatever like that. This world that they want us to be so caught up in, is only created for to destroy us
Yeah.
and to blind us and to block us, or to keep us stuck in that and focused on that. We have to remember who we are, and not allow vanity and what we see on the outside of us to be what we go by, because we'll only get lost in
Yeah.
it. We'll only keep getting stuck in that same cycle, getting lost in it, and not truly know who we are and what we are here to do.
Yeah.
And if you ever see Twilight Zone, some of the shows, what do they show? They stuck exactly where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Just because you look at something, is it really real?
Mm. Say that again, Spirit Queen. Say that again. Nah, say that again right now, please. Say that. Say that again because that's real, for real.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Just because you look at something
Everybody,
doesn't mean that it's real. That's real.
I want everybody to do this next time something happens. Bang! If you bang your hands, stomp your feet, whatever, don't accept what happens and see what happens. You
Mm.
you only know that there is pain because you have told yourself there is pain. But tell yourself there is no pain and see what happens.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because you already prepared yourself. But unprepare yourself.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. So in June we'll have a new chat that we will be saying. Okay, Eternal Goddess gotta come up with one. She just found that out. um But tonight, it's about your well being. We want you to be safe. We want you to step out into your new self. You don't have to react to what someone is saying. We want you don't have to change your diet, but be willing to change some things up.
Mhm.
We're not telling you to go outside in the sun every day, but let's start. We're not telling you to put your feet in the grass every day or hug a tree every day, but can we get it once a week so we can
Mhm.
start moving up and up and up and up and up? World, we're praying for you. St. Louis, we're praying that you already came up on a come up. Kentucky, we're praying for you.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all what's so crazy. On that same day, here in Houston, Texas, a storm came through and blew all the windows out the buildings downtown.
Mm.
It
Wow.
was a 1 year for us, but then I'm watching it on the news, and then here's St. Louis and Kentucky and some other places happened the same thing. Kentucky lost 17 people. 17. I want to say St. Louis lost 5 or 6.
It was 8.
8.
Yep, 8.
Listen to the number. 8, 17.
Mm.
Some of y'all like, what does she mean? Same number. Because y'all ain't ready. I'm done. I don't have nothing else to say. I'm going to let these goddesses close it out however they want to close it out. We got about 5 minutes.
Oh, and it's on 555 right now. And 555 stands for change.
Mm.
Change your thought process. Change your mind. You are in control of you. Nobody else is in control of you but you.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to front and try to be into somebody else liking of their images and what you feel like they gonna say about you.
Right.
Worry about what God's gonna say about you
Right.
and what you got going on with yourself from within. Who cares what anybody else say? This is your life. This is your assignment. This is your destiny. Everybody has their own destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Like Eternal God has said, you write your story.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else can write your story.
No, 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 no,
And
no.
that's all I'm going to say. Peace, love, and light to each and every one of y'all. I love y'all. Man.
Yes. And they'll try to write this. They'll try to write that story for you if you let them. If you let them, if you give them that, the only power that they have is the power that we choose to give.
Hmm.
So when we take that power back within ourselves, we can claim our righteousness and who we are, and we allow ourselves to position ourselves for better, for what
Most,
is in alignment with us,
right.
and what
Most
the
High
Most
is in
High
control. Most High is in control. Always.
wants. Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm going to say on that one.
All right. Eternal Goddess, take us up out of here.
All right. Well, thank y'all. I hope y'all learned a lot. You know, took in whatever you needed to take in, and you know what I mean. If you need any advice about anything, if you need help, you can DM us here on Instagram. We'll be glad to help you. Um, just make sure that you stay in tune with yourself. What's going on with just everything? Don't look outside of yourself. Stay connected to your inner being and move from there.
Yes.
Face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. Learn to accept who you are and embrace yourself for who you are.
Yes.
Because you are already perfect. You are already created perfectly.
Peace, love, and light. See y'all next Monday with a special guest. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend.